the way it worked last year, that doesn't work now. But they have a good ceiling. Like, I'm happy for them. Plus it's great. Akimbo's ownership, Marsborne's ownership, Lag's ownership, like all of them have been to frag events, so we already appreciate everything that they do. So it's great, seeing all those guys. Also, shout out Marsborne for updating their HLTV pictures, and now MOTM no longer has an extra salt picture.
Nice. All right, we're going into the game. And we got ourselves a knife round here. So we're on Nuke, like we said. And we're getting into the game. All right. Observing time. So we got Marsborne versus Akimbo. I'll be sure to watch the walls. Watch something besides the walls, please. We're actually getting a pretty good view of this knife round. I kind of like this, although it does look like Marsborne getting taken low, but Wolfie, 1 versus 2, not able to hold on. Okay. As we're talking about Marsborne here, getting to see Wolfie in person, like, dude looks handsome in his HLTV picture, but, like, I don't know if I have words to describe, he's pretty hot. Look, I'm sorry, I'm human, okay? Wolfie's friggin' hot.
That's fair. I can say I believe that everyone should have a crush of the same and or opposite sex. So my male crush is Matt Bomber. Feel free. A lot of people don't know this guy from White Collar. He's also in Magic Mike. Just saying.
I mean, I would say I probably have a few people that I would put the man crush moniker on.
Oh no, everybody's crashing in the game. Zai crashed, and now Chop crashed.
Well, it is Tuesday, and you know what that means. As Ruth has pointed out, it's Tuesday. And
it's Tuesday, isn't it?
So yeah, if you're on YouTube watching this, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment to tell us how bad our accents are.
We need to help out Vivid with ESL chat.
Well, I mean, Hext is a pretty good-looking guy too.
They're on the B stream. Hold on, I gotta put this in here.
Yeah.
Next is Daddy. There we go.
Nice. Nice.
But anyway, we got a game.
We sure do. So Marsborne, having lost the knife round, will start this one on the T side, and Akimbo going to start it on the CT side. We're going to get the smoke out for outside, but N2O already going to get away from that. It's going to be Laxi to pick up the first kill onto Minus, and, well, we're going to have a big fight over red. Wolfie will win it in the end, but now we've got Laxi playing from heaven. Going to trade that one right back.
And Zai's got a strong position here. MOTM and Chop pushing out through Hut. But it is a crossfire setup. MOTM finds one to actually find another.
The wide swing king getting in there.
Just left on the Cameron in a 1v3.
And Cameron, you were talking about, old jerseys. Cameron still got the Limitless jersey, bringing it back to your hat, but unfortunately not going to be able to hold on to his head as Grizzly crushes in from above.
Yeah, that was, they had the positioning there. You had one at back A site, one in Asian Vent, and one at Heaven. And, yeah, they just got wide swung. Glocks.
Glocks?
Glocks.
We do have the Force Buy here for Akimbo, so, would love to see what that scout ends up doing for N2O. I feel like I've seen this more and more, where you get the Force Buy, and the scout is going to be a piece of that, especially here on Nuke. And then if you fail with it, you just rebuy it on the next round, but I don't know, that's a lot of money to be spending. And then you're fine on the 4th round anyway.
Yeah, Marsborne a little bit of a disadvantage here. Keep in mind, they didn't get the bomb plant. so they don't have as much cash generally as you would expect.
It's true. But again, they're up against the pistols, a couple of MP9s. The MP9s are really the most worrying part of this Akimbo loadout. Like, it's Nuke. They can be up in your face before you know it.
Yeah, Laxey's making their way up towards Secret here. It's going to run into minus here momentarily.
Oh, that's the other thing, is Minus finally has an HLTV picture.
He does.
It's
Ooh,
it's actually kind of exciting. Okay, N2O going to be the one called upon here. Ooh, gets tagged up, but gets the tag back onto Chop. Ooh, putting down some damage, but not going to be quite enough. It's going to be the trade of frags. Cameron picking up 2. That's the wounded player down as well, but meanwhile, that's the scout going to fall as well. And now Cameron going to be in a good spot to try to hold off if they do go for the B, but with Minus all the way up in heaven already falling down. Oh, he's about to be challenged from the other side of pillars. There it is. Now there's just the one player left here. Quick trade onto Laxey, and Cameron not able to hold down either. It's MOTM. Once again, open things up for Marsborne, but losing 3 there, not going to be ideal.
Yeah, not ideal at all, but keep in mind that was kind of a forced buy out from Akimbo, so they're not going to have a ton of money really to invest in this one either with that buy. So we are going to see kind of the minor upgraded pistols, P250, 5.7, Deagle, really coming out. But finally getting some rifles as well from Marsborne, but still not the best of buys either.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess they can feel pretty good going up against these pistols. I mean, N20 tagged up 91 HP, already taken down through the smoke. Wolfie going to make it look pretty easy here. There's another player to fall outside of Mini, so I mean, Marsborne going to be feeling pretty good.
And MOTM is going to find another kill in lobby if Zai wants to push this, so they're going to have to get some sort of information here. You can't just sit as a 3v5 on the CT side on Nuke. You got to get some information.
Yeah, especially against these pistols. There goes ZY falling. Chop. Ooh, gonna spot Cameron. That was it's an off angle that is really strong at certain times in the round. Not gonna be this time of the round, and MOTM here to finish things off.
On a little bit of a heater, 6-0 for Mr. Ian Hardy to start this one out.
I imagine he's probably looking at this matchup with a glimmer in his eye, because Akimbo are not that far down the rankings from Marsborne. Actually, they're at this about the same spot. Marsborne are 10 and 10, and Akimbo are 10 and 8. The only thing really separating them is that round differential. So I imagine that MOTM is looking at this going, yeah, no, I'm going to teach them a lesson.
And keep in mind, this was normally a map that original Extra Salt sort of banned, so...
Well, this time they're going to go for an explosive hit on the upper bomb site. Laxey burns to death. N2O able to get some back here, and ZY joining in. Takes the head off of Chop. 2 versus 3 now for Marsborne, but they're still looking for this upper site. Cameron getting naded down. This one, okay, N20 has had enough of these shenanigans. Bomb's still looking to go down on the lower site, though. Minus going to get that and just escape, but here's the players inside events behind him. This one going to be a huge round to hang on to. Marsborne to have so much momentum after this, but Minus only able to subtract N2O before falling into the nuclear waste below the site.
Yeah, that was a very brawly round. It wasn't clean from either side there, but I mean, the only thing really was clean was N2O with that op. That was about the cleanest thing possible with that round. First round secured for Akimbo, but we are going to see a full buy as well on the Marsborne side. And we're going to finally get an op onto Wolfie.
Yes, finally. Yeah, Marsborne have been doing a good job of managing their money, even with only holding on to 2 players in the second round. Having that flawless third is going to let them rebuy in, and now I think is where we will see momentum taken back. Everybody on the server basically spent down to the last dollar, so this is going to be the round to really watch for. Oh, Wolfie getting boosted up here. He's out in the open. If N2O peeks out from garage, it will be his doom without the flick, but the riflers spot N2O. He's down to 3 HP. Gonna have to fall back.
See, with a ton of damage on a minus.
You want to bring it back to Extra Salt. That's a team that I never really got to see play, because that was kind of that tier of NACS was kind of before I started really paying attention. I think 2023 would be where I really started taking notice of the ECL scene, and so that's kind of where my knowledge begins.
There you go. Akimbo's gotten a ton of information. They have fully cleared lobby here, except for Squeaky.
Oh, that's dangerous.
So yep, they have a ton of information here. N2O, not even clearing ramp now at this point. He's holding hell.
Obi, there was nearly a timing here. Chop just walking on in, but at the same time, there's only Cameron down on the lower bomb site, with the rest of Marsborne sneaking their way in through secret. There's N2O ready to watch ramp here as well. It does feel like we're going to get an explosion out onto the lower bomb site for Marsborne. Oh, the molly. Break, just stop anything from coming in through vents. Going to ring the dinner bell, and Chop going to start this one off. Wolfie and MOTM clear out the site. That's bomb down. And the explosion successful. We're into the afterplant with a 2 versus 5.
It was kind of crazy. Obi was on top of T-Roof and dropped down behind Chop and had the beat on him. But Chop was able to turn around and find that kill as well, which was insane to watch. So, oh man, that was just unfortunate. Just timing did not work in the way of Akimbo. They had all the information, so I would have liked to see them maybe push or try to stack something there, but they just kind of gave away the bomb site, which only leaving Cameron down on B.
Yeah, I feel really bad about that for Akimbo. They had the player ramp and rafters, and just Marsborne had some, I mean, like you said, perfect timing, and now even worse, that's going to send Akimbo's economy spiraling. Only able to save 2 guns, so we are
I'd like to see a deagle on Cameron here, but I think he's going to get an MP9, and he does. Uh-oh.
So, well, 2 MP9s once again. Oh, we got a big push here. I was going to say that Akimbo will be really feeling the loss of that op onto N2O, but, I mean, get this close-up position, you can almost guarantee a kill. Oh, no. Oh, the trigger discipline. Yeah, no, this gives them so much information, so much space, and N2O going to take full advantage of that fact. ZY picking up a kill as well. So this is Akimbo that have completely turned things on their head. Marsborne will slow things right back down, though, but they kind of have to. This damage not looking terribly good at all, and another quick trade of frags leads us to 2 versus 4.
Still doable for Marsborne here. Still 50 seconds left. They know Cameron's down here on B, but N2O is holding ramp on the right side here from single door. The play would be to go towards hell, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep, I like the change out of Marsborne. They do manage to adapt, but now ZY holding from below. Will he be their doom? No, Grizzly with a quick cut down. Bomb dropped to him, and it will be planted here. 20 seconds remaining. More than enough to get this bomb planted, but Obi swinging in. No, just in time. That's going to be heartbreaking here for Wolfie, now challenged from both directions. It's N20 to finally clean up the kill. But that is painful. I thought this was going to be Marsborne dancing their way to 5.
That is heartbreak indeed for Marsborne. Unfortunate end to that one. They had the right call there, and they were able to find ZY on the site as well. But that's going to be the last of their buys here. Full rifles coming out from Marsborne. A little light on the utility side here, but they should be able to make this effective. Sin 2-0 out here holding yard. Tagged up a little bit through the smoke. Laxi sitting in vent as well. So they've already got kind of a read here. They are aware there's going to be a push outside, but they think that there's 4 players out here from Marsborne.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the ads were showing up on the screen that were supposed to be there, and so I was like, I better fix that.
Yeah, probably. Generally speaking. Cameron's going to be put on a rough one here in heaven and momentarily. Grizz and MOTM here to aggress into Cameron. Oh, they're double stacking. High-low, and they get him as well. One player left here on A, and that's ZY, but another one sitting over towards the vent position.
Oh, the flash is raining in, gonna inform him of what's about to happen, but he can't stop it from happening. Wolfie will crush Obi as well, and MOTM here to clean the house.
Well, it wasn't look like that round was going to be that clean, but 4 players alive for Marsborne. I mean, that was exactly what you had to have. They were put on their back foot there. That was the last of their buys. There was definite potential for Akimbo to tie this one up if Marsborne were not able to win that one. So, on the flip side, puts on kind of a weird buy. Obi of $550.
Yeah, I mean, back on pistols. Never going to be super happy about it. And Akimbo, I feel like we've seen these positions before from the pistols. Got one ramp, got one outside by credit. You know, got your hut player. So it's really just going to be up to those crazy deke shots to see if Akimbo can open up this can of worms.
It's really going to be the outside player here in minus. That's really going to kind of seal this round off for Marsborne. Finds that first kill, and there is the second one, and that is the round done. This is a W for Marsborne. Chop better watch it here, but he is looking back towards lobby. Should be able to spot Lassie as well. Just left onto Cameron in ramp, and it should be 5 alive for Marsborne. So, clinical, you might say.
Yep, just a bit. Grizzly will finish the job, and yeah, you call it clinical, and it really just did look like another day at the office for Marsborne there.
And can we even say that I know it's the best of 2 format now for Challenger? Maybe with MMR12 we go back to BO3s. That would be nice to see.
I do hope we get some MR, not MR15, best of 3s again.
Would like to see some BO3s. Finally get another op out here. 2-0 missing that shot outside. Minus able to find Laxi. Oh boy.
Yeah, it feels like Marsborne are heated up. They're warmed up. They're ready to go. And Akimbo better watch out. They've played this map a few times. I saw them last week play this one versus Nouns. And it feels like it's a place that they like to be. So it's interesting to see them falling in such a way. Chop picking up the kill onto Obi as well. Marsborne just picking apart the defense a piece at a time. Ooh, ZY though getting involved from Hut. Takes down 2, and N2O off of Heaven takes down Wolfie. It's a good trade of kills. ZY though unstoppable with a third. And now it's all up to minus. And just as I'm sitting here talking about how great Marsborne are looking, they're torn to shreds. Not quite sure what happened there. Minus now looking for the keys to this equation. Goes, all right, there was a player in here before. Seemed to have gone walkabout. ZY now going to be playing this one from heaven. 19 HP is a danger zone for falling off, but not going to be happening this round. Just overwatched the site.
Yep. ZY looking very zen in that moment. Picked up some great kills in lobby. I mean, just fantastic. Great reposition as well. Just smart plays, man.
Yeah, and I like this. Every time it feels like Marsborne are settling into a rhythm or getting ready to go, Akimbo do pull a rabbit out of the hat. And, I mean, again, it's why you see them where they're at on the boards right now. Because even if they are one of our, advanced teams that came in this season, they're still looking quite spicy.
How many teams are getting moved up to Challenger this year from Advanced? Is there 4?
Nope, it's going to be 8. So we're getting 4
8,
from
okay.
each. Yeah, so hold on. Hold the phone here. N2O looking for another. MOTM will be his unlucky victim, but minus with the trade will lead us to a 4 versus 3, and Chop going to open up another spot here as minus falls as well, and OB in position to receive the pushing tease. So what it's going to be is the top 8 teams are decided by VRS. If those teams decide to forego their invites, then you just keep going down the list. The other 8 are all from Advanced. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's going to be like every season's going to be crazy now. We already know that Legacy, no matter how they do, are going to go back to South America for next season. And really quick, quickly look up what the advanced season was, but I'll have to get that after the break here because it might be into the fight already. OB trying to get activated early, spots Grizzly, but it's not going to be fast enough. And now Marsborne can have that crucial man advantage. We're going to get the upper swings again. Grizzly out first, looking for the player behind the pillars here. ZY will receive him just as he emerges from the smoke. And Chop and MOTM. And Wolfie left alone in 1 versus 3, but ZY is not done yet for the 4K.
Oh my. Like, man, I thought Marsborne was going to win this one maybe 9-3, 8-4. We have a potential now for a 6-6 tie going into the second half. But either way, you still have to look at the positive side of Marsborne. Getting 6 rounds on your T side is definitely, optimal. Obviously, you'd like to have more than that, but, having 6 is still very respectable, and some would say above the margin, above the baseline.
Yeah, I mean, we keep seeing about how this might be one of the more T-sided times CS has seen, just because of the prices of the various weapons, and man, I wonder if they just rebuff the A1S, like put it back to 25 bullets. Would that be too much? I don't know. Maybe. Big push onto the lure site, though. All of Marsborne just trying to crush on into Cameron, but he seems pretty well prepared. There's the first, second, third, and MOTM left alone, following from N2O. We do get a 6-6 at the half.
Yeah, that was a 6-2 pulled back to a 6-6 from Akimbo. So, I mean, heck, there we go. We just got to see their T side executes come out now. If I'm Akimbo, I think the inner A bomb site is a little weak for Marsborne with their kind of general setup I see there sometimes. So on a pistol round, I would try to push that one here if I'm Akimbo. But it looks like we've got a tech issue due to a headset.
Well, that does give me just enough time then to go find who will be joining us for ECL Season 50. So I did go back. ESEA Advanced Season 52. We have Peruvian Team Lobo Army. We have All-American Rejects Team Anything Else. They could only be better if they were just called whatever. Marca Registrada, the Mexican squad, and Tsunami have made it in, which is a really, really exciting one.
That's amazing. Great job to Tsunami.
Yeah, I know they've been... That's... With them with Take Flight are kind of... Ooh, hold on. Minus putting that USP to work early. Grizzly at just all of Marsborne just crushing in from all sides, and Akimbo going to be feeling the crunch.
Crunch indeed. I said go A, they went towards ramp. That was not the call. Yeah, that's a typical setup for Marsborne, playing 2 ramp there. So, I mean, Grizz sitting there with the power position with the dualies and armor. You weren't going to take that away from them.
Nope, that is, I mean, yeah, I can't really see a worse idea than just falling into the stack there. But we do get the reinvestment here for Akimbo. They're going to be bringing out the Deegs, looking, and they might make use of them. Minus going to get that headshot right back onto his face. And Marsborne now playing this one 4 versus 5.
Yeah, the FAMAS is down, so the T's are looking to try and recover this one. Chop should be able to hear that player jumping as well, so realize there should be one at least outside. Wolfie's holding from very strong position here in CT.
Yeah, Akimbo, they get the initial frag and then they fall back. I mean, I guess I feel like they're going to start to lean toward this upper bomb site. They do have Obi sitting outside of Squeaky, and yeah, Akimbo just getting ready to go out in a big way, go out in a flashy way on the upper site. 2 players from Marsborne here to receive them. It's Chop and MOTM, but we've seen what MOTM can do already. Let's see if he's got what it takes for this one. Ooh, squeaky door opens. Akimbo rebuffed. Grizzly now waiting behind the smoke. There's the first headshot. Can he get the rest? There's 2 and 3. Pistol comes out for the rest, but Obi will take him right back. Wolfie misses the shot on the scout. So this 2 versus 3. Suddenly with some room here. Obi, oh my goodness, what? The double Deeg headshots, but down to 14 seconds remaining, and Chop here. Oh, they walk past the double doors. There might be enough time, but no, Chop with the headshots.
Ooh, even Grizz was typing nice shot Obi in chat there. So good to, the teams are being friendly as well in chat. We can confirm that, but wow, that was a round that Akimbo shouldn't have been that close, but that double Deeg from Obi was insane to pull that one back, but Chop able to chop them down indeed at the end. Marsborne 2 rounds up on this one, but still not the fantastic of buys yet on the Marsborne side. We still have 2 FAMASs and an MP9 in use.
Well, they have been losing players round after round, only surviving on 1 round number 14. So you'll take what you can get. No AWPs for Wolfie. We really need a clean round out of them. Otherwise, Akimbo could probably take momentum back on this. Oh, Grizzly spots the Molotov flying over into his home. But Akimbo looking... Oh, MOTM taken down first. Oh, no. Marsborne getting taken apart now. That's not going to feel good. And they're losing even more. Akimbo just going to make their way down to the lower site here. Challenge outside. Minus at least going to slightly improve things. Okay, 2 versus 3. AK as well. Will at least give Marsborne some hope on this one, but I'm going to be going down on that lower site. I don't think they're going to be looking to take this one back. These couple of AKs going to be pretty important to hold on to.
Yeah, they've got to retain these. There is a kit available on Chop, but they are not going to use it in this one. And they have completely given it up. Chop all the way out towards T spawn, and then you've got minus over towards CT. So they actually have the T spawn and CT spawn covered here on the exits.
We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up. I don't know, they're police. It sounds like something they would say.
True. It's true. But
then this would
no one
blow
getting
up.
kills here. Yeah.
And then the nuclear plant blows up and destroys all life within, I don't actually know how large of a radius that would be.
Oh, no way. We talk about the nuke blast radius. Oh, that's crazy.
Hey.
Crazy.
All right, well, Akimbo putting one on the board for their T side and gonna give Marsborne a run for their money. A couple of MP9s once again, the scout for Wolfie, but this feels like it's Akimbo's opportunity to meet and exceed their opponents on the T side.
I don't know. I feel like in a round like this, you've got to have like MOTM has to be the person who really kind of exceeds here.
You do call him the man of the match for a reason. Yeah.
Yep, and he's hungry right now. He's been a little quiet here on the CT side, and typically it's like once he goes quiet, it's like a random 3 or a 4K MOTM will pull out of nowhere. Classic fashion.
Well, he's continuing to play that top hut position. Grizzly getting pushed back here on ramp, and Akimbo, well, they've got a bit of a choice. They do have Wolfie in hell to fight against. He's holding back the tide outside. Meanwhile, Grizzly going to be called upon to defend the lower bomb site. Spots the player on ramp in the doors. There's the first. Can Akimbo get this? Yes, they can. It's going to be Laxi to close that one out, but Chop still available on the upper site to stop Obi from rotating down. So Marsborne, they still retain good numbers. Quick tap on the bomb. That is going to be planted, but no, Wolfie through the smoke, through the door, will prevent this. And in the final seconds of the round, MOTM just playing with ZY, waiting, biding his time for Chop. And Akimbo now it's their turn to have to, well, with this money, you could do an awkward force.
Yeah, I'd probably force into it.
We're so close to swinging the scales back in their favor.
It's just the way some of these rounds go sometimes. I mean, the other part you have to look at as well is like not only is it 9-7, fairly close, but you have all 5 players on the Marsborne side are now in double digits on the kill side, where you've still got a couple players that would have to get 3 and 4Ks. Cameron and Laxi really need to step up for this one.
Yeah, Akimbo kind of has been the N2O show, and I mean a lot of that has been opping too, and opping on T side Nuke is difficult. Awkward. And oh no. Smoke broken Grizzly showing why you pick him up for Marsborne. Looking very good. Chop gonna cut down Laxi as well. And this round does feel like it's had its legs cut out from under it. 2 versus 4 now for Akimbo.
ZY is still alive.
ZY is still alive. And Cameron's made his way down secret, so there could at least be a bomb plant here for Akimbo.
Grizz has a one and done position here. ZY is going to fall here momentarily.
Oh, yep. That's the damage. Ooh, wait a minute. Pushing on into hell. It's minus to finalize. Cameron alone. 1 versus 4. He's got the bomb. He's got the doors. He is going to get this down at the very least, but here's the player stomping into his doom, and minus will put him right in the grave.
3K on the round for minus. Oh man, tough. But Akimbo has gotta find something here. Gonna have about 3K or so spread across all 5 players. So this should be that upgraded pistol round on a full buy going into the next. But as we've seen a lot happen in North American Counter-Strike here over this season, this is the round you actually fear if you are holding rifles.
Tech 9s are so scary, and it's a nuke. It's like made of nightmares. And And, oh, we're going to get the fast push into the ramp position. Grizzly only able to take down ZY. He's got Wolfie, but again, N2O is an absolute monster here for Akimbo. Takes down 2 himself with that Tech 9. That does allow Akimbo to get on the lower site, but now Minus, oh, not in a position you would expect. It's going to take down N2O, but now he's got attacks from either side. Cameron with a kill. 2 versus 2 out of basically nothing. Akimbo will get the bomb down. This is exactly the chaos you need. You cannot feel safe just spraying into Tech 9s. Chop better be careful with his position here. Just hanging out in smoke. Laxi on the other side. I mean, Marsborne, they've got the kits. They can win this, but oh, not like that. 1 versus 2 for the wide swing king. Can he pull this one off? He's got himself a kit. He's got the first body. Hit the floor. Now he needs 1 more at the top of Silo, and we'll find it. That's going to be MOTM closing this round out in his favor in the narrowest of clutches.
Ooh, that's a tough position. Cameron's played that a couple times. It's a really tough position. You have to essentially hard clear it on the CT side, unless you manage to actually swing there from the control position. But man, he had 100 HP and he pretty much needed all of that to close that one out. But MOTM securing round 11 for Marsborne, and it's finally going to be a rifle buy here out of the Akimbo side. So don't count him out of this one just yet.
Do we just give him MVP for that round alone? Like, that clutch had to go Marsborne's way. Right? Like, look how much money they're on. They lose that, and they're on a couple of rounds of eco. It would have been such a momentum.
MOTM pushing in from Hut. Flash coming in from Chop as well. Not going to find anything just yet, but it is going to put Akimbo on notice because they've not done that just yet. So a little bit of a different play here out of the Marsborne side. So changing it up here, even though we're on round 19.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's N2O. That's the MVP for Akimbo taken down, and MOTM looking for more. Gonna find it. You can tell he's feeling himself after that round, but now Chop lost on sight as, oh no, MOTM all alone runs out of ammo. ZY with the kill, and it's Minus and Wolfie here to try and win this one, and MI Minus. Oh my Minus. Obi now all alone. 1 versus 2. This is a very winnable round. Oh, the timing on Wolfie. There he is in Hut. And now it's got to be Minus here for what could be the penultimate round for Marsborne.
Obi knows that Minus was last seen around Mini, so is aware of some positioning here. But bomb is down. So that does have to be recovered. 15 seconds left. Oh, a jump from Minus!
Oh, now they know. Now they can just brawl it out. Obi, he knows about where this player is. He's going to go in through the smoke to fight Minus, but on the other side of it, the headshot.
That was calculated. Minus knew exactly what he was doing there. The sound was just pure bait to draw out the T-side player. Yep, that's exactly how you draw that up.
Pure bait. Pure calculation. I love it.
Yep.
He's got the calculator
Listen,
in his
they're
pocket.
smarter than we are. There's a reason that we're casting the game and not playing in it. We're just uneducated.
I played a game today, and I wish I could have that 30 minutes back. Anyway.
At least there's only 30 minutes. Cameron just W-keying outside. I don't know if they're going to expect this.
No, I mean, they might have heard the tick in the Molotov. Wolfie. Good awareness for the first, but now we've got Minus playing from behind Unbreakable. Going to break N2O. Cameron with the trade to bring it back. Good kill for Wolfie, but is he going to bring it back just a little bit? Two versus 3 for Akimbo to try to play on.
I do like this play from Akimbo, kind of slowing it back down here, seeing if someone's going to push into him. You know, only having 3 players here for the CT side, you almost have to kind of gamble stack with each other and kind of play this one close, so.
It does kind of feel like Akimbo are just looking for a trade at a quick plant, and it also seems like we're not likely to get an upper site unless that trade is found outside. I feel like they'll walk all the way towards secret, but the time not really on their side. I think it's upper side or nothing at this point. 30 seconds remaining. And it's Chop. They'll be called upon to challenge them as they head on in through Mini. Again, that clock definitely working against them. 20 seconds. They need the trade on a Chop to be perfect here. Chop, he's clearing everything. Oh, he's going to call in Wolfie into heaven as well. That's the bomb plant. That's the dinner bell rung. That's the bell rung for Chop. And a 13-7 for Marsborne.
Well, keep in mind, Floofies, we did have a tie half.
We did have a tie half.
It was tied. There's a 6-6. That was my concern, was the Akimbo T side, and I was kind of justified with that. The CT side of Marsborne, just the spacing from Marsborne on the CT side was just impeccable. Akimbo weren't